Hey, billionaires, what's going on? Just wanted to jump in and give a update on what's been going on with me, where I've been, where I'm at now, and where I'm headed. Welcome back to the RuralStacker channel. Thanks for stopping in, neighbor. Currently, on the Armstrong bike trail. I'm at the south portal of the Brady tunnel. This tunnel here goes into the hillside and basically cuts around the town of East Brady. Instead of following the river down and around, you can cut right through the tunnel and continue on down the Armstrong Trail. So anyway, out here enjoying the beautiful weather on a bike ride, and appreciate everybody who's reached out, checked in on me. I've been kind of radio silent the last couple weeks, popping in and out, not really following the lives and everything, videos like I used to. Part of that is just because, there's a couple reasons. So one of the big reasons was, as most students know, I work in tech, and AI is kind of making a bigger impact in that specific sector. But my company came to me and basically said I needed to get a certification. And so I've been studying for that, and as of last night, I passed it. So it'll be a little bit less time off my plate. Spending about an hour to hour and a half every day, usually right before bed, studying for that certification. It's not a hard one, but also not an easy one. And when your job is kind of on the line, you got to give it the attention that it's due. So I knocked that out. Also, a few of you know that I am training for a 100-mile ultra marathon race in October. I'm not a runner. The longest I've ran is about 14 miles at one time. So this is going to be a pretty big task for me. And in December, I was training for it, and I ended up getting a stress fracture in my leg. I had a cast on for 6 weeks, all through January, and I got that off. And really trying to rehab, get back into, I guess, training for the race in October. 100 miles in one day is a lot. So you got to be mentally fit, physically fit, and a lot goes into it. So I'm taking that very serious. I've always been a person who I actually do better being uncomfortable than I do being comfortable. My mind's always racing, always got to be doing something, usually too much at one time. I like doing physical challenges. So this is something that I, feel deep down inside that I got to complete. So with that being said, I got the cast off, and I've been doing 2 workouts every day. Usually they're both out. One of them's outside, if not both of them. So in the morning, I've been getting up before work and going for 45-minute, hour-long weighted hike through the woods. I got 35 pounds in a backpack, getting up with the sun, getting out there, getting that morning sun, and getting a good sweat in right before work. So in order for me to do that, I got to get to bed earlier than what I've been, prioritizing my sleep. And then in the evening or the afternoon, I usually go for a bike ride or swim, jump on the row machine, do some cardio, something like that. Also, another thing that I'm doing, that I'm working on, is trying to build a bunch of better habits. One of the things is 75 Hard, it's called. It's a mental toughness program that you do certain things every single day for 75 days straight. It's follow a diet. So I'm trying to eat cleaner, eat healthier. It'll help with my training. Another thing is the 2 workouts, one being outside, one being inside, 45 minutes each at the minimum, not back to back. they got to have a time break in there, and that's helping with just doing things that you don't want to do or don't feel like doing when you're sore and tired or it's raining or cold out. You still knock it out, but it's also helping with time management as I get into all these things that I'm trying to do, and prioritization of tasks and getting the things done every single day that you need to do to move forward. That's one of the things that it teaches you. Another thing about it is drink a gallon of water every day. So, that's pretty easy for me. I've always drank a bunch of water, really only drink water. Occasionally I'll have some tea. Very rarely I'll have some coffee. And sometimes I'll have some milk straight from the glass jar, right off the farm. So, but for the most part, it's always been water, always will be water. So that one's pretty easy. Another task you got to do every day is read 10 pages of a nonfiction book, which is, something that I want to get back into. I used to read a lot. Want to get back into it. Keep reading. Got a bunch of books that a lot of you guys have told me about that I want to check out. So I'll be slowly diving into that. I've already knocked out 2 so far, and I got about halfway through a 3rd one. So that's something I'm doing as well. Another thing is no alcohol, but that's not a big deal because I've been sober now for it'll be 6 years here in about 2 weeks. So less than that. So it's not too difficult for me, but that's just helps you with clarity, especially if you are an occasional drinker. You might feel the hangovers and everything, but if you drink pretty regularly, you really don't know how bad you're feeling every day, because that's your new baseline. So that helps, get that going. And the last part is a daily progress picture of yourself every single day. It's probably the easiest task to do, but also the easiest task to slip up on, because it takes 30 seconds to take a shirtless picture of yourself every day. The reason for that is a couple things. One is just to see the transformation over the course of the 75 days. Really, it's a mental toughness program, but you can't really take a picture of your brain every single day, but you can see your body physically changing, and then it's a good representation of what's going on in your mind. And the second part is it is like I said, the easiest, littlest task, so it's the hardest to really remember to do every single day. So what that's teaching you is to pay attention to the little details. A lot of problems that people get into is they start thinking that the little things that they're doing don't matter, and the little habits that they pick up aren't that impactful, but really small habits over a long period of time turn into great things, and that's good or bad. So that's what I'm doing there. That also is adding to all the other things that I got going on, and there's, like I said, I'm trying to prioritize a better life, more meaningful life, and hit some pretty big goals for myself along the way. And for me to do that, I got to take a step back from just staring at a black screen, and nothing against people that love watching YouTube videos and stuff. That's me. I'm there. I spend a lot of time watching videos, but for me to hit these goals that I really want to do, that's just more impactful for my life, and I gotta take a step back. So I'm not saying that I'm never gonna make another video or not join the lives or anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'll still be around. I'm just gonna be around a little bit less. So a lot of that stuff, can't really watch videos and be active as much as I'd like to. I listen to a lot of them, but prioritizing that over everything else, with the job, trying to do that. And as you can see here along the river, we got the snow, but a lot of it's melting off, which means for me it's time to, start gardening and taking care of my fruit trees and my fruit bushes, trying to grow stock for eventually one day to open up a nursery. So this is prime time as everything's waking up. Get a lot busier doing that. So that's another big focus of mine. And as the weather gets nicer, I'll be spending more time outside as opposed to, like the winter where there's not much going on, staring at my phone, making videos and things like that. That's just something I like to do to have fun, hang out with you guys. But there's other priorities right now in this phase of my life that I want to focus on. So that's where I'm at, or where I was, where I'm at, and a little bit of where I'm going. I'm gonna probably see what my boss says on Monday. I'm sure this first certification was just the first one of many that they got me eyed up to start taking. So I'm gonna, focus, double down on my efforts of, training skills, building skills, trying to, I guess, increase job security as a guy in the tech sector, where, everything that you hear and see is, job insecurity in that specific area. And I don't think AI is going to take away all the jobs, but it's definitely getting to the point where if you're not using it, your productivity's, compared to somebody that is using it, is a lot lower. And, while it's not, replace everybody yet, could be one day, but a lot of it now is, they're expecting their employees to be more productive, and that's one thing that I want to focus on some more. Using tech to learn new skills, get new certifications, study, be more efficient while I'm at work. And that way, maybe I can kick the can down the road a little bit longer before, I get replaced. Because, just another number on a payroll. So, got to do what I got to do to secure that. I'm still slowly buying gold and silver, as the weather gets warmer. I got a couple things for the plant nursery that I'm trying to do. All right, I'm going to spend some capital on bringing in some plants, some seeds, things like that, pots, just stuff like that. That gonna take a lot of my capital for. Hopefully grow them plants out, and literally grow money on trees, or with trees, I guess I should say. So here and there, I'll be buying silver, slowing down. I'll probably make some videos, when I get the time. But for the foreseeable future, and especially as it gets closer to the race day, where I'll be, training, I'll be running 30 miles a day, trying to build that up. It's a lot of time commitment there that, I just got to prioritize my time a little better. And unfortunately, making videos on YouTube is just something I do for fun, when I have spare time. So you can expect that to slow down, especially as the weather gets real nice here and be spending more time outside. Probably bring you along for some of that. I know some of you might not like that. A lot of you probably won't like that, but hey, it's my channel and I'm trying to have fun with it. So that's what I'll be doing. And appreciate all your time. Said especially those of you that have reached out, checking on me. Life's still good. I was a little stressed out with the whole certification thing, and got that out of the way so I can, come up for air a little bit and keep going on forward with life. Out here on the bike today, like I said, enjoying this weather. It's about 35 degrees, but as you can see, sun is shining, feels good. And That's all I got. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day, and keep on doing what you do. I now have a P.O. box, and you can write me at RuralStacker, P.O. Box 107, East Brady, PA 16028 0107. I'll be looking forward to see what you got. Until next time, keep on stacking and have a great day. Please like and subscribe and share this video out to somebody who might find it interesting. I appreciate you.